Good evening, everyone. Your first forecast is brought to you by Stored at Home Rent-to-Own Portable Buildings in Gina. Today was a little bit cooler, and you may have noticed the air didn't feel quite as humid. We're going to have more of the same tomorrow. Drier air will start to move southward, and so it's not going to feel quite oppressive as it was this weekend or last week. But we are going to see the heat and humidity return by the end of the week. But here's a look at your forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures starting off around 69 degrees. That's thanks to the drier air. It will allow those temperatures to drop down into the 60s, 88 degrees by lunchtime, and then our high will be around 95 degrees. We're going to see just a few clouds in our sky, but overall it's going to be a sunny day. We're going to enjoy dry weather through the end of the week, and then rain chances return this weekend. We'll have your forecast on ABC 31 News.
Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. With these blazing temperatures in focus, utility customers are currently safe from cutoffs during heat advisories. The State Public Service Commission has invoked a rule that follows the National Weather Service advisories for intense heat. That rule is also invoked during dangerous winter weather. Avoyelles deputies say they've arrested a man wanted in Livingston Parish for murder. 27-year-old Tony Dwayne Kyle Jr. was captured without incident in Mansura. Avoyelles authorities say charges include accessory after-the-fact murder, obstruction of justice, motor vehicle theft, and fugitive from justice. He's to be transported back to Livingston Parish near Baton Rouge to face charges there. An Alexandria woman has died after her vehicle was hit by a semi. It happened in Beauregard Parish. State troopers say 66-year-old Brenda Bordelon was driving on Ikes Road. Her SUV drifted in the path of an oncoming semi and was hit. Author Charles de Gravel joined the Rotary Club of Alexandria today to speak about a Louisiana football legend, Billy Cannon. Cannon recently passed away at the age of 80. De Gravel's most recent book is a biography of Cannon titled Billy Cannon, A Long, Long Run.
Billy Cannon, iconic figure in LSU football, and also famous not only as a football player and a successful Baton Rouge businessman, but also famous for having counterfeited $6 million back in the early 80s and having served federal time for that crime. So football superstar who creates a mega crime and shocks everybody with that. And so he was an enigma to many people. And I wanted to be able to tell his story, and that's what the book is about. It's his biography.
Billy Cannon, A Long, Long Run, won the Louisiana Library Association's Literary Award for the Best Book of 2015. Cannon is LSU's only Heisman Trophy winner. The FAA has awarded more than $25 million in grants to Louisiana airports, including in Alexandria, Jonesville, and Natchitoches in central Louisiana. That money will be used for special projects ranging from runways to terminals. Louisiana craft beer brewers will be meeting up in Alexandria again in August for the Museum of Art's annual Craft Brews, Barbecue, and Blues fundraiser.
It is a competition among the craft brewers, all Louisiana breweries, I believe. We have a couple new local ones, too, that will all be competing, along with barbecuers from the area who will also be competing for the best barbecue. And we'll have some blues music going at the same time. It's $50 for tickets, and they're on sale right now through the museum's website. Last year we sold out. We filled the building.
Where's the event held?
It's in the museum. So you get to enjoy craft brews and barbecue surrounded by all of our art. That is Saturday, August 18th at 6 p.m.
You can visit themuseum.org for more information or to purchase tickets for this year's event. The school system in Livingston Parish is helping non-English speaking students with a new program. Earl Phelps has the story.
Jacqueline Medina can't speak English, but her two children have learned how to after leaving Nicaragua and moving to Livingston Parish.
The first time I came to America, it felt weird because I didn't know English.
The fifth grader was taught English while going to school in Denham Springs.
Prior to school starting, we'll be ready.
Yvette Spears is the coordinator of the Livingston Parish School's new English Language Learning Center that's still getting ready to open in Walker.
Our non-English speaking students, the population has about more than doubled, maybe tripled in the last 5 years.
Spears expects more than 1,000 non-English speaking students to enroll next month. At least 5 more teachers and assistants are being hired. And school officials say the real challenge for students who can't speak English comes after they are enrolled and once they get into the classroom.
We're getting a lot of kids with interrupted education, and so bringing them up to correct grade level is a challenge, and then teaching them English so that they can function independently is a challenge.
But this 5th grader has met those challenges and now, like most kids around here, can't wait until school begins.
Seeing some new friends, meeting some new teachers.
In Livingston Parish, Earl Phelps, WBRZ News 2.
In an effort to get kids outside and learning about the environment, the LSU Ag Center held a nature camp. Presenters at the event also highlighted career opportunities related to agriculture. LSU Ag Center reporter Craig Gautreaux has the story.
Building birdhouses, zip-lining through the trees, and wrangling snakes were just some of the activities at the LSU Ag Center's first ever nature camp. Participants were introduced to concepts in forestry, fisheries, horticulture, and wildlife, along with the idea it's fun to be outside.
Our goal of this week is to help these kids see that there is fun to be had outdoors and that it translates into careers later in life if they'd like it.
Russell Harris brought 3 of the 60 snakes he owns to help teach the campers the differences between venomous and non-venomous snakes. He also wanted them to get over any potential fears.
In the beginning of the presentation said they didn't want to touch the snakes and not to bring them near them, and by the end of the presentation all but one child either held or touched the snakes.
It was obvious the campers not only overcame their fear, but they learned a lot about snakes and other outdoor hazards.
I've learned that snakes with triangle heads are venomous and snakes with circle heads are not venomous.
If they have a diamond-shaped pupil, then they're venomous, and if they don't have a diamond-shaped pupil, they are not venomous. For poison ivy, if it's 3 leaves, you leave it alone.
Having an appreciation for nature was stressed throughout the camp, and a key ingredient was mixing in some basic knowledge with a whole lot of fun.
We're hoping that they start choosing outdoors over indoors a little bit. We want them to appreciate nature. In every activity we do, we clean up after and we talk about leaving nature the way it was when we found it. That's what we want them to gain out of this camp.
Plans are to hold a second camp next summer, which will be open to students entering the 2nd through 5th grades. With the LSU Ag Center, this is Craig Gautreaux reporting.
The camp was held at the LSU Ag Center's Botanic Gardens in Baton Rouge, which has more than 400 acres for those campers to explore.
When temperatures rise, some don't always have the luxury of turning on a thermostat. That's why KLAX-TV and area businesses have teamed up to form the Spring Fan Drive for the elderly. You can help by dropping off a fan at a location near you. Fans will be collected and distributed by each parish's Council on Aging provider. Remember, keeping cool isn't something that comes easy for everyone. Help us to bring some relief from the summer heat to those less fortunate.
Welcome back, everyone. We are going to see plenty of sunshine for tomorrow, but the air won't be quite as humid, and we're going to enjoy it just a little bit better. It's going to feel just a little bit more comfortable, but the oppressive heat and humidity will return by the latter part of this week. We do have rain chances returning this weekend and will last until early next week, and it will help to cool us down. But our high was actually 94 degrees, not 98. 93 degrees was the high in Leesville, so temperatures a lot cooler than they were yesterday, and we're going to continue that trend with temperature readings in the lower to mid 90s. Our dew points have also dropped. They were in the 70s just a couple of days ago, but it's around 67 degrees. Still muggy out there, but a little bit more comfortable than when they are in the 70s. So not a lot of moisture, not as much moisture in the air. So we're going to enjoy lots of sunshine tomorrow. A ridge of high pressure still in control of our weather, but the center of it has now shifted to the west, and that is allowing for a northeasterly flow, and that means that anything that pops up like a cold front will have an easier way to get to our area. So that's what we're going to see by the end of the weekend. But plenty of sunshine, dry weather tomorrow, and again, our dew points will be only in the 60s tomorrow, so we'll feel a little bit more comfortable. Lots of sunshine, so no rain to be concerned about. And as we look out about a week away, we are expecting a little bit cooler than normal temperatures as a couple of systems come our way. So that's some relief there, some good news there, and also it's going to be a little bit wetter than normal as well. Right now we're over 7 inches above normal, and we're going to see that trend with above normal precipitation for the next week or so. So there is some relief, and that will come in the form of rain, and so temperatures will be a little bit below normal as we head into next week. But tonight it's going to be pretty mild out there. Temperatures dropping down into the 60s. Of course, that drier air is allowing those temperatures to drop down a little bit more than it was yesterday. 72 degrees though in Boise. Mostly clear conditions tonight. Tomorrow our high will be around 95 degrees in Alexandria and Walters, around 94 degrees. Boise around 95 degrees. And then from there though, unfortunately, we will back into the upper 90s by the end of the week. Plenty of sunshine through your Friday, but we do have the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm or two over the weekend. Then a cold front comes our way early next week. It will bring the possibility of showers and thunderstorms for Monday and Tuesday. And look at that high on Tuesday. We drop down just to that 90-degree mark, so temperatures will be a tad below normal. So there is some relief in sight. It's going to be hot, though, by the end of the week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim. Gluten-free foods. They sound healthy, right? But are they always a better option? With more, here's Arlette Sines.
Gluten-free food sounds healthy, right? Recommended by doctors for celiac disease and tried by parents everywhere for a variety of different conditions. But is it actually healthier for kids? In a new study, researchers set out to answer this very question. They bought over 350 food items marketed for children and compared the nutritional quality of the foods with a gluten-free label and the foods without it. Overall, gluten-free labeled products had lower levels of sodium and lower percentages total fat and saturated fat. But there was a catch. Those very same gluten-free foods with lower sodium and lower fat had almost 40% more sugar. So if you have a child with celiac disease on a gluten-free diet, or if you're trying a gluten-free diet for another condition, what can you do to shop smart? Check the nutrition labels. Despite their healthy reputation, gluten-free foods might be holding a sweet surprise for you.
When we return, a bevy of local track and field athletes are named to the All-Louisiana team.
Alexandria Bikers United is hosting a back-to-school barbecue at Taboo Harley August 4th. Summer's quickly flying by, and all donations received will be used to purchase school supplies for children in need. And you're invited to the first community Give Back event. Join us for the AEX Culture Fest on August 4th. Community Give Back and school supply drives start at noon, and festival fun with art, food, and music begins at 2. Come out for the annual Back to School Expo at Nazarene Baptist Church. Students in Rapides Parish will be provided school supplies and uniforms in the goal to give back. The Hackers Cup Golf Tournament is a 4-man scramble benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Starts at 8 at the Oak Wing Golf Club. For more community events, visit us on Facebook or at KLAXTV.com.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm Zach Seminar. Today, the Louisiana Sports Writers Association released their All-Louisiana honors for the 2018 track and field season that had Demons and Bulldogs peppered all over the list. After perhaps the program's most achievement-filled track and field season in over 10 years, 15 NSU Demon competitors landed on the list. Among the most notable were Mike Heimerman, who was voted the Coach of the Year, while Kiave Harry won the Men's Newcomer of the Year award. A total of 10 La Tech student-athletes also earned recognition, with the Lady Bulldogs 4x100-meter relay team of Smith, White, Edwards, and Shaw among the highlight for the Dogs on the list.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your night.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston,
this is who I am. This is what I do. Now get me in there. He did it. And I know where the proof is.
it's ladies first. Rizzoli and Isles.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones, weekends.
Watch Bones, weekends on KLAX ABC 31.